6.
Nearly 7 stories high was the cornerstone in a sea of headstones at Garland Memorial Park. A massive oak tree that greeted visitors at the historic cemetery is now in the process of being cut down. As CBS 11's Jay Gormley explains tonight, the beloved tree that once stood on South Garland Road was one of the oldest living things in North Texas.
When you drive down South Garland Road, you can't help but notice a piece of Garland history has been stripped away.
It's a living witness to all of what's occurred, the history of this area over time.
Steve Hauser is an arborist who spent the last 5 years trying to extend the life of this once massive Shumard Red Oak.
The entire base of the tree was rotted.
The majestic tree has been reduced to a hollow shell after falling victim to a deadly pathogen.
And eventually, over a long period of time, starts to rot and decay the root system.
At its peak, it stood 70 feet tall, and its branches spanned 95 feet wide. The tree was designated a champion, meaning at one point it was the largest of its kind in the state.
It was absolutely heartbreaking to lose it.
Cecil Williams is president of the Garland-Mills Cemetery Foundation. As the tree was being cut down, Williams says he received some 250 phone calls from distraught admirers of the grand oak. But Williams says he had no other choice.
We couldn't have it injure or kill anyone. I say it's huge, as you can see from what's left of it now.
The tree, estimated to be well over 200 years old, was threatening to topple over onto Garland Road. Hauser says it might have lived another 3 years if not for this summer's devastating drought. So what's next for the tree? Well, the plan is to cut it right about here and then place a sealer on top of it so people can come and count the rings or maybe take a seat and visit a loved one. In the end, the historic red oak was yet another reminder that all things must die. Perhaps it's fitting that this old tree passed away in this old cemetery. In Garland, Jay Gormley, CBS 11 News.
Boy, that's one of those things you can understand both sides. That's a tough decision for him to make, but you know, in a place where we get winds, we all know like crazy, something like that can become something that can kill somebody if it flies apart.
And to think that the drought had such an immediate impact on it, and so many other things.